The Gering School Board has selected their finalists for the district's superintendent position. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in Western Nebraska and Eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the Gering School Board of Education has selected 4 candidates to interview to be the district's next superintendent, with daily interviews scheduled to begin November 30th. 2 of the 4 finalists are local to the Panhandle: ESU 13 Alternative Education Director George Schlotthauer and Alliance Superintendent Troy Unziker. The other 2 finalists are Lincoln Public Schools Director of Recruitment Nicole Regan and Gibbon Public Schools Superintendent Vernon Fisher. Gering School Board President B.J. Peters says the board was very happy with the original pool of 13 applicants, and they're excited to give the public the chance to learn more about the candidates and which one is best suited to serve the needs of GPS students, staff, and the community. Finalist tours and meetings with stakeholders will be followed by board interviews that are open to the public and will be held each day at 6:30 p.m. at the Gering Civic Center. Well, the executive director of the Midwest Theater has been selected by 3rd District Congressman Adrian Smith as one of 9 winners of an Excellence in Innovation and Adaptation Award. Billy Estes will receive the honor due to his work during the pandemic in partnering the Midwest with the Legacy of the Plains Museum for the creation of the pop-up drive-up, which was so popular it evolved into the Skyview Drive-In adjacent to the Western Nebraska Regional Airport. The award was created to acknowledge the contribution of individuals, organizations, and those who are working every day to improve and help their communities in the current environment. Smith says he was proud to honor the recipients, who he will be recognizing before the U.S. House of Representatives. Well, straight ahead, Bill Boyer's in with your Thanksgiving weekend forecast. He'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Nebraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Very quiet conditions across the area this evening. Clear skies, light winds, temps fall down into the 20s, and pretty nice Thanksgiving Day forecast coming up, to be honest with you. It'll be a bit cooler tomorrow. No travel issues. Temps will be near to slightly above normal, and a quiet 7-day forecast in store. We hit 49 yesterday. Morning low of 18, those pretty close to normal. Nothing in the rain gauge. We're 2/10 now short for the month and close to 7 inches below normal for the year. Current temps right now are in the 40s here across the region, 30s and 40s primarily out there. As you can see, a few upper 30s in the southern panhandle and upper 40s in eastern portions of Wyoming. Winds are light, under 10 miles, and so really nothing happening out there at all. Futurecast is very quiet tonight. This is in motion, and there's nothing happening. We're going to call it clear skies out there, and very quiet conditions overnight. Low temperatures going to fall off into the 20s. to near 25 or so. Most everybody going to be in the low 20s. Not quite as cold as it was this morning. Futurecast for tomorrow remains quiet. Any activity should be well to our south, and as you can see, there's Zippo going on. It is very, very quiet, and high temperatures tomorrow going to be in the 40s out here across the region, so a little bit cooler than where we were. Nothing coming up in our precip or snowfall forecasts. Everything is well off to the south. Clear skies tonight, mainly quiet. Lows down in the low 20s. For tomorrow, there's lots of sun, just a couple of afternoon clouds. Temps in the mid-40s. Our 7-day forecast remains dry and quiet. A little breezy on Sunday and cooler conditions. Same situation Tuesday, a bit breezy at times, but otherwise a 7-day forecast that we can all be thankful for.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
Holiday recycling tips.
The holidays bring wrapping paper, boxes, and trees. Remember, when done with these items, recycle them. Wrapping paper can be collected and recycled in one of the city's recycling bins. Boxes can be collapsed and stored to use later or recycled. Finally, your old Christmas tree can be dropped off at this location. This holiday season, give thanks and a start to a healthier new year. Meet at Tri-City Stormwater.
Welcome back. A Scottsbluff man has been sentenced to 10 to 15 years in prison after pleading no contest to first-degree forcible sexual assault for an incident that occurred in 2003. 46-year-old Ignacio Mendoza was sentenced on Monday by District Judge Andrea Miller, and he will also have to register as a sex offender when he is released from prison. Court documents say the assault occurred on a 10-year-old victim, and Mendoza was arrested this past February following an investigation by the Scottsbluff Police Department. In exchange for his no contest plea, prosecutors dismissed 2 other charges in this case. Sticking with the courts now, as a 25-year-old Gering man has been sentenced to a total of 9 to 12 years in prison following an April pursuit in Scottsbluff that started as officers tried to contact him about a robbery in town. Santana Garza was sentenced to consecutive 18 to 24-month prison terms after pleading no contest to charges including robbery, use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony, theft by unlawful taking, possession of a deadly weapon by a prohibited person, felony flight to avoid arrest, and possession of a controlled substance. Investigators were seeking Garza for an incident in which he took the victim's TV and vehicle after making jabbing motions with the man with a long-bladed knife. When officers saw Garza, he jumped into his pickup and led police on a 10-minute pursuit in residential and commercial areas in East Scottsbluff before crashing in the 1600 block of 10th Avenue. And the Gering Library has announced that they are now a fine-free library and will no longer be charging fines for overdue items. Director Diane Downer said the library started waiving fines back in March when everything closed down due to COVID and didn't have any problems. She says, in the long run, they wanted to remove barriers to providing fair and equitable access to everybody at the library. Due dates for items will not change. Book checkout for 2 weeks, and movies and magazines will check out for 1 week. If you have items out after this due date, your account will be temporarily blocked until those items are returned. Well, straight ahead, we'll head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society to meet their featured Pet of the Week. We'll have that right after the break.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different. The holidays are a time to connect with family, with friends, with each other. After a busy year, the holidays are a perfect time for laughing together, playing together, talking together, and celebrating together. Spend time this holiday season connecting with the people that mean the world to you, and let us take care of the connectivity.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Welcome back. For this week's featured pet of the week, we meet Pugsy, a super affectionate cat that needs a great forever home.
This is Pugsy. She's about 3 years old. She is a really sweet cat. She can be a little timid at times. When people come in and visit her, she is usually just cuddled up on her bed. And she kind of mean mugs, but that's just her face. She really is really sweet. So don't be afraid to reach your hand in there and give her some love. She loves her ears scratched and under her chin. She is $50. She's already spayed, up to date on all her vaccines, and she does get a microchip and a free wellness exam as well. She would probably prefer somewhere a little bit more quiet. She has no problem with kids or anything like that. She seems to do okay with dogs as long as they are not in her face and in her space. She just needs somewhere that will give her some hidey perches and some places to call her own. She's already looking for a place to hide. But she is really a great cat. She'd make a great family pet. Her looks are really unique, so if you are into that and you want something you can show off to your friends and family, she'd be a perfect cat for you.
To meet Pugsy or any of the cats and dogs they have available for adoption, you can head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society daily. Plus, whoever adopts her will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card to start spoiling her right away. Well, straight ahead, your holiday weekend community calendar. KNB.TV News will be back right after this.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, Remax, and settle down.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, we believe in personalized planning for your financial goals.
As your retirement income partners, our concern for your success, combined with resources from Raymond James, can help you make confident decisions for your financial future.
Our team of financial advisors will help you make your money work just as hard as you did to earn it. After all, our goal is to help you reach your financial goals.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Kevin Fig, Financial Advisors, to set up your free, no-obligation pre-retirement review.
And finally tonight, the owners of Lucky Keno have announced their intention to sell their Keno operating business, hopefully by the end of this year. Andy Clarkson told the Scottsbluff County Board last week that he and his family have been looking for the right buyer for about 2 years and have found that entity in Small Computer Solution, LLC, which is owned and operated by Ryan Keller and his aunt. Clarkson and Keller have been involved on the IT side of operation for some time and has been overseeing operations since January.
He's managing the entire thing and running everything, pretty much day to day. Any problems that arise, he knows what action to take, who to talk to, just keeping on top of it. So that was really, really important. Normally, when we sell a business, one owner quits one day and a new owner takes over. We don't know what that new owner is going to do. He's already been, he just knows how the things run and how they've got to go to make them run, to get them through every day.
Attorney Rick Ediger told the board their approval would be needed for assignment of the agreement and consent for Keller to file a gaming permit with the State Revenue Department. He said if those steps were approved, commissioners would want to determine if they want the current agreement that expires in July of 2022 to continue or begin negotiations on a new one. No action was taken, and the board is expected to consider the issue at a future meeting. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a safe and enjoyable Thanksgiving, and I'll see you back here on Monday.